Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in this video, well, we have to give Kabam the props that I believe they deserve. So I think we have had the best Banquet event to date. And well, first things first, we did well better than we did last year. We did significantly better. I believe last year we ended up at like 5.9 million points. If I'm not mistaken. So there is a huge bump in payout for Kabam as well. But overall, the entire event and what it offered just felt a lot more live and a lot more exciting. And I know for a fact a ton of players' accounts exploded. A ton of free-to-play players went from having like 10 rank 4s to, close to 30. If they had some units saved up, because not only you could get rank 4 materials from the Jubilants, every like drips and drops from the SBCs as well, provided some reasonably good, tier 7 basic fragments, tier 4 alpha fragments. This event itself, we had one. How many rank 4 gems? We had 2. We had 3 generic rank 4 gems, I think, in this one. I think that's, yeah, 3 rank 4 gems in this. And obviously still several, tier 7 basic catalysts. So overall, hey, hat off to Kabam. This event definitely felt much better than last year. This event felt, quite great in general. There are a couple of like little caveats that I think could have been done better. I think, for instance, with the milestones here at the end, even, Kabam could have done a little bit more to kind of like push the last little bits, like, as I know that was fairly controversial that Kabam was starting to give out the single SBCs there. Obviously the Titan shards, that felt kind of like a hole in the stocking, and the biggest two things I'd probably say is that you could not get abs and kingpin with units only, regardless of how many units you spent. That is a little bit of a minus sign there. And this cash offers, the web track, as well as, the bonuses for the unit packs. Those did not feel as great. But overall, I think solo event and the alliance event rewards, decent, nothing kind of crazy. When you put it all together at its baseline, it already kind of offered similar value as Cyber Weekend did. And then obviously the extension of it to anybody who kind of like had a little bit of extra in points, how much you started getting with these extra milestones, the Deathless selector there. And that's a huge hit for a ton of people. Obviously extra rank 4 materials, extra Jubilants, just 7 basics. Then we had this red 2025 champion selector, which I know is huge for a ton of people too. And that generally seems to be the community's reaction as well. Because I haven't heard many people disliking this event, I'll put it like that. I think the overall community's sentiment towards the event has been massively positive. Even if you did take issue with specific things, but thank you for all the hard work. Absolutely huge thank you to DNA for posting all the updates and all the work that he did with it, keeping us, in the loop and in the know-how and how well we are doing. At the same time, really hoping kind of, well, we'll see about that. I don't think it will, but okay. They usually come out the same day it ends. We'll see. Yeah. I think the community sentiment overall has been massively positive. And it felt a lot better. It felt exciting to open the Banquet crystals, actually, because, every crystal you could get something good. Obviously, there's the 7% chance you get Jubilant from the SBCs. That was always kind of like the grand prize. But it didn't feel awful getting, 10 signature stones from the SBC. I didn't feel awful getting like half a tier 4 alpha or, tier 7 basic fragments. It didn't feel great, but it was like, oh yeah, fair enough. And I think, again, overall, all things considered, this event has been by far the most successful one Kabam has had in a long time, and definitely when it comes to the Banquet. The game has absolutely changed now. Like, so many people have just basically decks filled full with rank 4s, which, again, in a way, makes it more level-headed for the Battlegrounds, because if you know, so many more people do have decks almost filled with rank 4s or filled with rank 4s, that again kind of like brings in more, you know, the ability to play, I suppose, except that this meta is absolutely atrocious for all of that stuff. On a personal note, obviously, it's been a huge help for my own account as well. I think before this event, I had like 30 and a few rank 4s. Now I have like 46, and I still have a fair chunk of rank materials left over, and we're still gonna get some in the rank 4, rank rewards. Speaking of which, obviously everybody's super interested where they will land. I will once again refer you guys to the DNA 3000 estimates. So this is his prediction. Some people are saying that is on the lower side. I really wouldn't know. I have never like really placed super high in these things. Either way, the big kind of like guessing game is what gets you in top 2600 and what gets you in top 600. Those scores will be quite nuts, I think. But yeah, I think these can go either way as well, because there could be more people participating in this event with as best as they can and not saving up any units, which could be a very big reason for the increase in the scores. Or it could also be that there's a ton of whales going harder, which means that these percentages can go up even higher. So it entirely depends where majority of the score boost came from, whether these estimates will end up being accurate or not. But either way, not enough good things to say about this event. I actually ended up doing a fair bunch of prestige plays here as well. You guys can see a rank 4 destroyer there because he was natural sig 180, and I ended up taking him to rank 4, which is something that I wouldn't have thought of doing before the Banquet event, and the all of a sudden influx of the rank 4s. Ended up pulling the trigger on that infamous Iron Man as well, which, you know, fine, whatever, had to be done at some point, but I very recently duped my Kindred, and that went up to rank 4. I actually will do like a video of my recent rank 4s that I haven't been updating you guys about, but I have rank 4 a fair chunk of champions as well, not too many, but my stash is still looking absolutely full as well, and I know that there are a whole bunch of whales well above 70 plus rank 4s now, waiting for their first rank 5, I suppose. But hey, I think this event was great for free-to-play. I think if you were prepared for this event as a free-to-play player and had your like 20-30k units, this event was amazing for you, because throughout the event, like, I know I personally grinded out like a fair amount too, because obviously we did have the arena that came in, Radiant Store reset that gave us 750 units, then, you know, we got 500 units from the gold track, the free one. These arenas plus objectives gave us a fair chunk of units. Obviously, I was kind of like trying to max out all the arena throughout the event as well, and so on and so forth. So even throughout the event, since the event started, I did end up getting a fair chunk of units from that too. And I think this event, again, is not, you know, rich get richer type event. Obviously, this is win, and some people win more, but everybody wins somehow. And obviously the people who spend a ridiculous amount of money. I think I saw a screenshot somewhere of somebody putting up, I think it was Stonehenge putting up 2 million points. 2 million points from Stonehenge. I think I saw that. If I can just find it quickly. I don't think I can, but I'm quite sure. I don't know where he's going to place. I'm quite sure he put up 2 million points, 2.2 million points, and that was whenever he took that screenshot. We don't know where he's gonna end up at. Trying to find it for you guys in just a second. But it's a ridiculous amount of points, is what I'm trying to say. And I wonder who is going to win and how much money will it have taken. And obviously those rank 6 Punishers are gonna be auto bans just about everywhere. And obviously, the game will fundamentally change, because after this event, and this is going to be kind of like the downside, it's kind of like when kids come off a sugar high. Now we're going to be facing the stores, for instance, that seem criminally outdated, like the Radiant store. You know, it seems all of a sudden significantly less exciting, considering how many tier 7 basics and everything you were able to acquire over 2 weeks. And that's not even to mention, obviously, Battleground store or like the Glory store. And you know, the drips and drops of whatever we can get here, because it is going to hit us like a hammer, how quick and how much we got here. And Kabam has to kind of introduce something that is exciting, and that is again one of the bigger worries, because historically the year starts fairly slow most of the time. When in previous years, for instance, Necropolis comes out in, you know, November, December, and then there's the Banquet event, and the Cyber Weekend is end of November, and then comes January, and there's absolutely nothing, and it's dead, and it's empty, and the game immediately feels like significantly more stale, because number one, there are a lot less things to do, and number two, you feel like you're not progressing after, you know, you have acquired so much so quickly. But if this kind of thing did teach us about something, then I guess it is start grinding your units. Unless you're loaded, unless you're a whale, start grinding your units. Because next year's Banquet is, you know, comparatively similar to this. You do not want to be missing out and sitting on the outside looking in. People, you know, ranking up a ton of champions. So, more than eager to hear your Banquet stories, more than eager to hear how you guys are doing. And where did you end up? I can show you guys my score. My score ended up being nearly 75k points, 74,980 points. I have no idea where that will end up, but you know, you guys will see either way, because there's going to be a quick video on that as well. So again, happy new year everybody, if I didn't meet you before already. And do tell me how did you do, and do tell me how did you like this Banquet event. I'll catch you guys soon. Bye bye. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about